Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's Saturday, that means I must be playing Warhammer. Actually, I pretty much do that Monday through Sunday, so, don't take that too much into account. We've got a lot of stuff to build around here, I'm noticing, because Kagarosh down here has a very wimpy army. I mean, it's not that wimpy. It's got a couple of monsters and some bolt throwers, but we're missing some basic infrastructure down here that would enable us to get a better army. But I'll give him something just while I'm in the neighborhood, just something to get going on. You need some missiles, don't you? Yeah, that'd be wicked handy if you have that. Oh, and have one of them. I like them. Yeah, have one of those guys. Hey, Bird Brains, welcome, welcome. What do I need to build over in the White Tower here? Oh, all sorts of stuff. I'll have one of them, and I'll definitely have one of them. That's fine. I don't care if I've got an extra one. Hey, no name. Hey, Art. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Yeah, I don't care if I've got extras to those. A little more public order is not the worst thing in the world. We took Elysia last time, and we've gone to war with the nuclear rats, which is pretty much the worst idea I've ever had, but I don't really want them pushing too much farther into Ulthuan, especially when we control so much of it. So what could we be doing here? Not much. We should probably just chill. Is this Marathi here? It's Nightshade. Okay. Just chill Nightshade right here until we get this built up a little bit. It's only going to be one more turn until we get a population surplus point, and then we can build that up a little bit, and I'll be slightly more comfortable about leaving it alone. Now, what the heck were we doing over here? We had a lot going on over here, as I recall, and I don't immediately remember what it was, but apparently people have skill points. Let's touch on that. Oh, you can get a Manticore, Nightshade. Oh, I'm totally giving you a Manticore. I don't even care if it's useful or not. You're just having one. Good for you. Yes, you have a Manticore. Who else has skill points I need to deal with? Villarel. Villarel. What have you done for me lately? Ooh. Why don't you actually... How are we doing on your spells? Yeah, we've got the purple sun thing almost maxed out. That's fine. This one... I could live without that. Magical reserves would not be the worst thing in the world. But let's have you just wounding people. Just in case, just on the off chance somebody wants to stab you, you can stab them right back. Lord Not Moved. Oh, right, you guys. Yastra, yeah. Forgot about you. I knew there was something going on up in this neck of the woods. Where do we want to really send you? We're kind of running out of planet over here. There's the Varg camp. Could go over there. Monolith of Katam. Could swing by that neighborhood, see what's going on. And then maybe push into... Oh, this is a fussy area to try and take, though. Let's go... Well, you know what? Let's just go this way. Except you're not in that stance, are you? You're in March stance. You just head in that direction, I guess. That'll be something for you to do. Hey, Hawk! Moin, Hawk. Yes, I know we're suffering attrition. It's all very terrible and awful, and things will... It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be 100% fine. Yeah, I've actually run out of planet. There's nothing else to see over here. I've hit the northernmost edge of the map. I guess we got to go down from here. Could take out that Vard camp. I feel we've kind of wasted our time up here, though. We've got a couple of full-stack armies just basically suffering from attrition. Hey, Bobcat, welcome! Just suffering from attrition with no real goal in mind that I have. I wonder how many millions of turns it would take for me to swing them down to Ulthuan. Yeah, about a zillion. Oh, maybe I swing down here and start taking a poke at the vampires. I mean, they've got so much territory, they can't possibly miss it all. Hero Not Moved. Whom? Oh, Sabioth. Hi. What would you like to do for a living? Why don't you go down this way? See what lives down here. How much have we explored down here? A fair bit. Fair bit. And who else hasn't been moved? Argyle, my favorite sweater. Oh, right. Yeah. We kind of accidentally went to war with you guys because you guys confederated with the other lizards that we're at war with. Okay. What do I want to do with that information? Why don't you see if you can assassinate this guy? You've got a pretty decent chance at it, and you could use the experience. Yeah, there we go. You got him. Good job. He'll be back in 4 turns, but that's just fine. Technology. What do I want in technology? What's dominating the beasts? Recruit rank up for the monsters? Okay, Temple Training Grounds, recruit rank up for a lot of units that I don't use. Ooh, hit and run's not bad. Already got reworked crossbows. Kind of running out of things to research around here. Well, what's way at the end? Okay, what's way at the end here? Serrated blades, weapon strength up for the Blackguard. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Yeah, anything that makes them a little bit better, I am totally in favor of. I know it's end turn, but I wanted to check in on what exactly we're doing in Lustria here. Okay, we've got you, Ravenna. I think I was sending you ashore, basically. Yeah, you're going to come ashore about here. And then I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know. Yeah, it is a quiet start this week, Art. This evening, rather. I think it was so mental yesterday on the Sim stream that I think everyone's just kind of taking a breather from that. Plus, it's a big vacation week for a ton of people. I'm not super surprised by that. Ever seen one of the randomly spawning armies taking cities and expanding? Started a Krokgar campaign, and an army named Venshan's Conquest started to conquer Araby. Funny you should mention that. That's actually what I've got going on in my sort of private campaign that I'm doing. I'm having the Skaven gradually take over the world. Actually, I have a little role-playing thing going on with the Skaven right now because Skaven Blight has been taken by the Empire. So it's this big quest to reclaim Skaven Blight, which is tricky for the Skaven because I'm on the opposite side of the planet from them, but we're almost there. Anyway, long story short, yeah, this rogue army of Wood Elves started up in, like, where the Dark Elves are, and they've actually got a decent chunk of territory at this point, Hawk. It's just this random rogue army, which I think is the same kind of thing that you're talking about, comprised of Wood Elves, and they've got, like, I don't know, half a dozen settlements at this point. They're not doing bad at all. In fact, we have a peace treaty with them. We're chill with them. We don't want anything to do with them. Me and the Skaven, they're just fine with them. Soldier Tor, what do you think I want to build over here? Don't know, but I'll build better walls there. And yeah, have your final level of your industry thing. That's cool. And what do you want to build here? Cold One Dread Knights? Whatever. I make 14,000 a turn. You can totally have that. Right, the next big push. Hexatl is going to be a very, very tough nut to crack. That's going to be tricky. I think we're going to be better off trying to take the Ziggurat of Dawn and Skeggy and then consolidate our three armies. Speaking of which, are you building an army, Fascia? You've got one more turn there. We should beef you up a little bit. You've got a good bit of missile infantry. You've got all the basics. You have all the basics here. Let's see, what are we going up against? Lizards. We kind of really need more of a front line because those guys are just complete tanks. But what could we use to mess up lizards? Oh, got the bolt throwers. I don't think harpies are really going to be strong enough to take on lizards. Not with 15 armor, they're not. I have a war hydra. I think I'm gonna... Do I want to waste 3 turns getting the Charybdis? Yeah, I kind of do, actually. And more missile infantry, because the one thing the lizards don't have is range. They're terrible at range, so we will definitely have the range on them. Venshan's Conquest armies consist of a mix of Chaos Warriors, Lizardmen, Dragons, and a few Norscan troops as well. I love it when they mix and match like that. I would love that to be the final DLC for Warhammer 2. I would love that to be the last piece of DLC for this game before they move on to Warhammer 3, because they have very, very clearly stated this will be a trilogy, is mix and match your armies. That would be great. I would love to just take pieces, units from every single faction and mix them into this blender of an army. That would be amazing and really create, like, the ultimate army. Like, Skaven artillery, probably lizardmen or dwarf front line. I don't know what I'd do. Oh, elven archers, that goes without saying. A real hodgepodge would be awesome. Maybe some chaos troops in there, because some of them can get a little bit... Actually, the Norscan monsters are nothing to sneeze at. I might take a couple of them. Right, you've got... What can we do here? Let's give you one more unit of executioners. I kind of feel I want one more missile infantry in here, just because that's what they're going to fail at. So I am going to give you... Yeah, I'll give you a Dark Shards with shields. There you go. Have one of them. All right, end that turn. Hey, Squig, welcome, welcome. And when they take a city, they immediately spawn walls around the city and a garrison that's identical to their army, which is very cool, but you're right, makes it very difficult to take their city. I hate it when the AI cheats and just, magically can get their cities up to level without really taking the appropriate amount of time to do that. I mean, the AI does basically play by the rules, but it also does cheat in terms of money and building time and things like that. I've certainly seen that myself. So now we got to pay attention to all these lizards down here. Well, super. Good. Nagarond. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to get to confederate with Nagarond. I just don't think it's realistic. They're just going to end up being more powerful than us. I mean, maybe that's the end of this stream, is we confederate with them and just say, you know what? You got this, guys. You totally got it. You can have all of our armies. I'm having a very difficult time confederating the Skaven in my private campaign. Skaven aren't prone to confederation. They're a little fussy about that, but we're doing our best. We got one of their factions confederated, but the others are being terribly, terribly fussy. All of their cities generate an income between 500 and 1,200. That's actually a very decent income. They still would have to obey the rules of build time, though. You can't throw walls up in one turn. That's just not okay. Higher level cities, it takes a lot longer to get the garrison and the walls up. But, sometimes the AI just feels it needs to do things. Especially if it's got a hodgepodge of troops, which is exceptionally cool, and I would love to be able to do that myself. But I can't. So that was a long-winded way of answering your question, which is yes, that's totally happened. I didn't get the hodgepodge army. I just got wood elves in the exact wrong place for wood elves to live. What did we do? We need to defeat Quaparaf of the Last Defenders. Okay, he's all the way down in the south. I don't even think we have an army anywhere near there right now. You are building your army, and that will be done in 2 turns. Excellent. Morathi, you have... What do we want you to do? There's no army in Hexodal, which is nice. I'm going to pull Ravenna to here and hope that I have a... Yeah, I have... Oh, I think I just don't have enough. Darn it. Not quite enough to get her into the channeling stance. Okay, we'll try to learn to live with that, because now you're still taking attrition. Could I, in March stance, get Morathi anywhere at all? Because, yeah, right. I forgot about that. We're hung up on Hexodal's zone of control. Yeah, that is the problem. We can't kind of sneak past Hexodal. Okay, this one's basically on you then, Ravenna. I just want Morathi to hold the line right here. And speaking of which, you don't actually have any agents, do you? What could we pull out of a hat at Sildra Tor here? Hopefully an assassin. That would be the ideal. What have you got? You've got an assassin named Kagarash. It would be okay if they came up with even more names. They have quite a few names, but I very, very often end up with duplicates. We already got a general named Kagarash. In fact, I think we've had him twice. So, Narian, you're confident. You're malicious, which is actually not as good as I want it to be. So, Narian, you're recruited. Good job. You are, on your next turn, going to go and merge with Morathi, and then we'll start building you up a little bit. Hero not move, speaking of wonderful assassins, Sabioth. You know what, Sabioth, we don't even need to waste the pitiful amount of money or your time, because you cannot get any more experience. You're maxed out right now. Lord not moved is much more interesting. Alyssa, yeah, I think we're going to pull out of here. This is just not really where I want to be. It was a nice idea in embryo, but it's kind of not working out. This is going to take you darn near forever, but try to get down here as best you can. Hero not moved, Argyle. Any other folks you can be assassinating around here? No, but you can assault these units. That's not a bad idea. Go ahead and take a poke at them. You failed. That's fine. You probably got some experience for that. Settlement upgrade. Just what I wanted. Alicia. Good. Do that. It's going to take 3 turns. If I were the AI, that could somehow magically be done next turn. But here we are, and you just hold tight. Nightshade, you just hang out right there. In fact, you could really use some troops. Why can I not recruit globally? I'm very confused by that. Where is my global recruitment? I don't quite know what's going on. Hawk, I'm looking in your direction at this point. I'm not sure why I can't globally recruit anything at all. You, however, could recruit something. You could recruit a thing. Why don't you, well, start working on some missile infantry here. Why don't you get those guys going? Do I want shades? Your armor is not that great, but your weapon strength is, and your armor piercing. Now, let's focus on the missile infantry right now. Just start heading in that direction. Wrong stance. Maybe. It just seems like it's all of them. Maybe. What stance are you in? Nope. You're in normal stance, and you were last turn as well. You're just in regular old park mode. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I mean, obviously I have things I could globally recruit. I just don't seem to be able to do it. Is that a specific mechanic to the Dark Elves? I don't know. Unassigned skill points. Whom? Jaden, hi. We haven't seen you in a while. What would you like to do today? Would you like to spread public order? I'd be okay if you wanted to do that. You have your Purple Sun spell. You're not high enough level to be immortal, although you almost are. Why don't you spread a little love? Spread some public order in the world. Okay, more skill points. Argyle, I thought you might level up. Why don't you be... You're actually getting where I want you to be now. Why don't you get... Actually, let's get your fightiness up. Why don't you do Dance of Death? You've already got Manbane, which is my favorite. Okay, who else needs a thing to do today? Unassigned skill points. Narian, right, we just recruited you. And you have 6 skill points. Wow. I like assassins. Okay, well... Specialist, assault units, and assault garrison. I don't specifically need you to be taking out other heroes as much as I need you to be picking at their armies. So that's the way I'm going to go down with you. And then we'll just start you doing things until you get better at things. You can't recruit globally in normal stance if you're not in a city. She was in a city. Yeah, no, I hear you, Hawk, but she absolutely was in a city, and so is my other general. They're both in cities. They're both in... They can get... It's not that, I guess, is the short answer to that question. It's just not that. Oh, Narian, did I miss a skill point on you? No, different person. Okay. No, not different person. Same person. I did miss a skill point on you. Right. You know what? Just have Manbane, because you will definitely be in the fight, and that just causes fear, which is fantastic. Okay. What else do I need to do? I can't get... This is a... No, I don't want to move Marathi because I need that assassin to link up with her in the next turn. Okay. And what, if anything, do I have going on over here? Random fact with bird brains. The first jet-to-jet combat was in 1944 when a V-1 bomb was taken down by a Gloucester meteor. As the meteor's guns were jammed, the pilot decided to fly alongside the V-1 and use its wing to tip over the V-1, causing it to spiral towards the ground. Okay, fair enough. That's all ratty. That's going to be rats, and more rats. And then some rats. How are things going up here? This guy is totally marching on us. The Red Duke is 100% marching in our direction. Okay, just hunker down, Nightshade. Just hunker down right now. What's his army looking like? Kind of a mixed bag there, really. You've got trash, and then you've got some high-level stuff. I think we'd be okay against it. Yeah, we've got a Sorceress and a Death Hag. Actually, Lillian is very good. And everybody is fully healed up. Okay, if he tries to march into Elysia, I think we can take it. The garrison will be nothing. Yeah, it's nothing at all. But you know what? Throw away troops. There's my distraction troops right there, because I don't care if they live or die. They're just going to regenerate it. So go ahead and end that turn, if you could, please. And we'll see what else is going to happen. Yeah, you're going to start heading in that direction eventually. And what is... Oh, Hexaudal's got a thing they're doing. What are you doing down there? My lizardy buddies, what are you doing? Okay, you're moving out of the Ziggurat of Dawn. Interesting move. Your army just got a whole bunch bigger, but you're moving out of there and going over to Skeggy. That's weird, unless you don't know where I'm going to attack, which is fair. You'd kind of just bounce back and forth and hope you pick the right one. Malekith, you should probably get out of whatever attrition you're suffering, because it ain't working out for you, Sparky. So what do you know now about 40K? You protest me to look into it. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Squig. I don't fully understand what you're trying to ask me there. You're asking what do I know about 40K? I mean, not much. It's of the Warhammer universe, the one we're in right now is the one that I know more about. But I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Non-aggression pact with Silostradierfin. Where are you exactly? You're over here? Looks like you've got not a lot going on. You have something going on. Yeah, for right now, that's fine. That's totally okay, because I'm not going to get near you for a little while. You promised me to look into it. Oh, I promised you to look into it. Okay, yeah, I'm not... Okay, when I say I'll look into it, I've checked out some games and they all look fine. There is, as we kind of talked about before, there's about 873 Warhammer 40K games out there. I've thrown a couple on my wish list with the Steam Summer Sale that I'll probably check out, but it's not like my top priority. And I'm saying that because I'm honest with everyone who looks at my channel. It's not like I'm sitting here researching 40K. I do need you to, obviously be clear about that. Because I am nothing if not honest with my viewers. I am 100% honest. So yeah, I've put a couple of games on my wish list. I may or may not get them. I may check them out, but I'm not going to sit and research the 40K universe and figure out what exactly is the best game. Harriet and Charlotte, welcome, you two crazy kids. Welcome. And so I hope that answers your question, Squig. I have looked into it. I just haven't really bought any games on it or anything along those lines. So that's kind of where I'm at with 40K. Lord Not Moved, whom Yastra. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Yastra. Just keep going in the direction I'm telling you to go. You know what? Do the same thing as I did to whomever that other general is. Start heading down in this direction. It's going to take you a bazillion trillion years to get there. Mr. Rice, hello. Anyone else get stressed out when you forget the names of planes and tanks? Constantly, Birdbrains. Constantly. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. I think 2. And maybe not 2. It might not be 2. So, Hero Not Move, that'll be Sabioth, of course. What do I really want you to be doing, Sabioth? You're just kind of bumbling around at this point. You're kind of on this extended vacation. And I don't really know what your goal is right now. I could just send you to poke at the lizards. And Ravenna... Yeah. How's the Ziggurat of Dawn actually looking right now? Looking like we can walk right in. Okay, go for it. Even under attrition, you should be able to walk right into that. Maybe not walk right into it, but we can comfortably take that. Oh, I have a banner I'm not using. Speed plus 15. Let's give that to a good old-fashioned War Hydra. I'd like my monsters to be moving faster. Your English is getting bad. Don't worry about it, Squig. I think between me and chat, we figured it out. We totally figured it out. There was one that I just threw on my wish list, speaking of 40K. Mechanicus something? I don't immediately remember the name of it, but it was something like Mechanicus. I just put it on my wish list yesterday, I think, because it was going pretty cheap. Not crazy cheap. I am not that impressed with this year's Steam Summer Sale. I'm just not that impressed with it. Watching an Arma stream yesterday, I got stressed out when I forgot the name of the CH-53 Super Stallion. How could you possibly forget the name of that? I don't even know what that is. Is that a tank or a plane? I bet it's a tank. It's probably a tank. I think I'm going to manually fight this because I think I can do better than the computer is saying I'm going to. Even with weakened troops, I think we can do better than the computer thinks I'm going to do on this. So we'll fight this one manually. We've got... I'd like to have a slightly better front line, but we've got a decent front line, and we'll always have the range on them. We should be able to comfortably pick them apart pretty easily. Adventure Gamer / Banana Man, welcome, man, and Brightburn, welcome. We should turn on shields and increase forward firepower. Well, actually, that's pretty much exactly what I plan to do. I'm going to set up my front line, and I'm going to set my missile infantry behind it, and then pelt the heck out of some lizards. We're having lizard for dinner. It's going to be frog's legs. Well, lizard legs anyway, of a sort. We will feast on their bones, and actually we'll probably enslave most of them. That's kind of our goal. We're into slavery in the Dark Elf community, even if it's lizards. You gotta figure the Dark Elves have had a long history of enslaving their enemies. Has there been no uprising? Have none of these enemies ever come together and said, hey, you know what, we probably grossly outnumber these people, and we hate them. We should probably have an uprising. Maybe that, hey, you know what, bringing the conversation full circle, maybe that's where the rogue armies that are complete hodgepodges of units come from. I believe we will gamble on that. I think we can do better than 10. And we can. Quite a bit better, actually. Good. Right, so let's just peel everyone. Actually, stay up there. Stay up there. Last comment. Streams. What about them? Got some problems. Couldn't watch some of your streams. That's fine. That's totally fine. It's no problem, man. Technical issues happen. I totally understand that. And people come in, and I'm thrilled when they're here. And if they're not here, I totally understand it, because there's a lot of things to do in life besides watching this silliness. Slaves are too lazy. Slaves are too lazy. Well, lizards aren't lazy. Lizards are very industrious folks. So are the dwarves. Right, speaking of forward firepower, let's set some of that up. You guys can hang out right here and just pelt the living bejesus out of, well, everything. Oh, we have a super extra special cavalry over there. Let's get my... I wish I had a slightly beefier front line. Just slightly beefier. Not super beefier, just a little bit. Let's get you guys down here, because they do have one unit of cavalry. They'll probably try to throw that against us. You guys can actually... They'll probably put their cavalry over here just so they don't have to go through the forest. That would make sense. I'll keep the witch elves back here to deal with said cavalry. Where is the cupcake indeed? That's something I most often ask during my day, is where are cupcakes? So, where are cupcakes? War Hydra. Oh, you're a special War Hydra. Even better. I'm glad I gave you that banner. You, Ravenna, can come right back here so you can cast spells. Who are you, Corsairs? Okay, why don't you kind of hide in the woods if you can. You're not actually hidden, but that's fine. It's all fine. Everything's 100% fine. I'm going to hang you guys back over here-ish. And the last unit, who is actually the assassin. What's your name again, dude? Erdithane. Right. You hang out here, and you can shooty people. Excellent. It's in my fridge. Want some fly to Australia? You're in a trip. Excellent. Good for you. Are you going to Australia? That sounds very, very nice. I'm sure Australia is, well, I was going to say Australia is nice this time of year, but Australia is generally nice all the year, isn't it? Except it's technically their winter now, which is weird. It's very, very weird. Oh, hang on. Set yourself to anti-infantry, please. And while I'm thinking about it, all of you guys off of skirmish mode. Thank you. All right, back to work, people. Back to work. Got things to do here. What kind of spells you got kicking around? Mystifying Miasma, Enfeebling Foe, Penumbral Pendulum, massive magical damage. Okay, we'll wait till they get a little... Oh, they've done the stupid thing and send the cavalry in the wrong direction. All right, you're gonna have to fight through some trees there. You know that, right? Yeah, we're gonna do fine against these guys. We're gonna do totally fine. Yeah, do that. See what happens. And here come my bolts. And there goes that thing. And they're just not having a good day. Okay, their cavalry showed up. I'm broadly okay with that. I think it's time for some War Hydra. Except they're already starting to break. Go chase these guys off. And can somebody just please focus on the skinks? You, charge into these guys. You, charge into these guys. Everything's going to be fine. I do know it's Thomas. I just like the fact that it comes up as Mr. Rice. It sounds so formal. It sounds like you're a teacher. Maybe you are a teacher. I don't know. You could very well be a teacher. But it sounds so formal when you pop up as Mr. Rice. Have I ever seen kangaroos? Probably in a zoo. I would imagine that I have. I would probably guess that I've seen kangaroos in a zoo, but not in Australia. I have never been to Australia. Yeah, these guys are all pretty... Actually, they're doing a decent job over here. I should probably deal with this situation. Witch Elves, I've actually got something for you to do. Enjoy that. Send my assassin in to deal with their leader. And what other spells could we be doing around here? The Withering. Why don't we go ahead and do that to their leader? Oh, guess what? You have no armor anymore. Sorry. Sorry about the lack of the armor. Oh, and you're breaking now. And you're breaking, and the cavalry are running off. That's all totally fine. I think the cavalry are the last whole unit that hasn't broken. Cool. Okay, yeah, just keep smashing these guys. Thank you. We probably ended up doing about as well as the game thought we did, but just for fun, it's a garrison, it totally doesn't matter, but just run down their leader. Just charge him down. Thank you on the congratulations on 1.2, Adventure Gamer. Thank you, I appreciate that. And Birdbrains has seen wallabies, mini kangaroos, yes. How big are wallabies? Are they very tiny? Are they super mini? I don't know, and I'm not sure if I've seen wallabies, so if that's the next question, I can give you a solid I don't know on that. A very firm and decisive not sure on that. Okay, I'll probably stop that because you're just hitting the War Hydra at this point, so go ahead and end that battle. Yeah, we actually probably took about as much damage as the game thought I was going to. Actually, we only took 62 losses. Well, this army was beaten up anyway, I have to take that into that account. They were suffering from attrition. So they started a little weak, so the numbers that I'm seeing are not necessarily representative. Is this game fun to play? Well, I've put about 500 or so hours into it, so yeah, it's good for me. It's not a game I thought I was going to enjoy, and then I ended up absolutely loving it, primarily because I watched Many a True Nerd play it several times. Actually, I kind of binge-watched that a couple of times, and watching him play it really wanted to make me get into it, and indeed, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. It's not easy. It took a long time for me to really kind of get the hang of it, and I'm certainly no expert, as Hawk will confirm. But I have a basic competency where I can comfortably play the game, and I don't feel the need to rage quit or anything. Loot and occupy this guy. Thank you. And that basically heals you almost fully up, except for a couple of units. Can I download this game or buy this game? Yes, you can go right to Steam and do that. They're about the size of a Labrador. Okay, I mean, in terms of a dog, a Labrador is quite big, but in terms of a kangaroo, a Labrador would be quite small. There was also emus. I'm sure you mean emus and not emos, not like really sad kids with bad haircuts wandering around, being very, very sad about things in the zoo. Although if they put them in the zoo, that would probably be a safe space for them, and they might not be sad so much. So yeah, now I understand why Australia declared war on them. Yes, indeed, as Hawk says, the game is on Steam. And hello again, Squig. Welcome back, if indeed you were away. Right, what can we do in the ziggurat? Probably repair stuff. Now, repair that, and I'm going to have to... Oh, no, I can put my walls right back up, or at least get my garrison building up beefier. Okay, well, you made the wrong choice there. Whose army is this, by the way? Ral Itchen. Okay, you made the wrong choice, Ral Itchen, by going to Skeggy. Because if you'd stayed in the Ziggurat of Dawn, well, I probably would have swung over to Skeggy and got it there. But one way or another, we're extending our foothold in Lustria. Thascia, you have one more turn and you are done. Super. Where's that assassin I just created? Is that you down there? Hi, Narian. Could you please... Actually, before you do that, go and... apparently assassinate Lord Croak? Okay. You've actually got a really good chance at it, too, because I buffed you out a little bit. So sure, take a poke at him. Oh, 70% chance and a failure? Alright, that's fine. You got some XP out of that. That's okay. At least it wasn't a critical failure. Yeah, you can keep... I guess, Argyle, just keep poking at people. At some point in time, there will be something for you to do down here. I'm just not sure what. I don't really know what my plan is for this part of the world. But I'll think of one eventually, or Hawk will come up with a good one, because he's very, very good. Oh, saying hello to EF Random. Excellent. Oh, I didn't see EF Random come in. Hi, EF Random. Thank you for alerting me of that, Squig. I appreciate that. So, me responding to Squig made me notice that EF Random was here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tor Anlek can get bumped up. Yeah. Sure, let's do that. Nagaron's holding the Shrine of Cain. And, Oh, this army is not doing well at all, are you? Did you go up against Nagaron and get your butt kicked and then suffer attrition on top of that? And P.S. Nightshade's going to come up and seal the deal here? Yeah, Nightshade, just go deal with this nonsense. Oh, so sorry, Red Duke. You need to die now. Bye! What banner is this? Charge bonus up. Do I have any cavalry I could assign that to? No, but I have a monster I could assign that to. Enslave them. Thank you. Nicely done. You got a dragon helm for that. That's no terrible thing. And now just go repark yourself back in Elysia. Nice little bit of XP and some slaves. Excellent. And that was the Red Duke, too, so he'll be out of action, hopefully, for a few turns. I believe it's 4 turns, but I might be mistaken about that. Thomas / Mr. Very Formal Rice is going, but just try to get back. Thank you. I would love it if you did. I hope you can. And if not, thank you for stopping by. As always, thank you for checking in. I know I say it every week, but I really do appreciate this. Like, that's not a small thing for me to say. It's just like, oh, thanks for coming by, guys. No, I mean, I generally really appreciate that people come and watch this nonsense. Because I look forward to this every week, so I really look forward to hanging out with you guys. Unassigned skill points, Ravenna, y'all. No real surprise there. You are still pretty darn low level, though, aren't you? You're actually not very good at things. What's your... what do you get up here? Occam's Mind Razor. Plus 40% armor-piercing damage and flat-out part 40% weapon damage. I need to take evasion to get it, but I'll take it. Okay, we need to get her working. Ravenna, you're going to be the front line of Lustria. Oh, thank you, Adventure Gamer. I appreciate that. I appreciate one. You want Arctic Warfare. Okay, well, we're kind of pulling out of the Arctic. There's not a lot going on up there, and what there is going on up there, I think Nagaron can basically deal with. Do I have any rights I should be doing? I almost never check in on these. That actually would not be bad. Plus loyalty, chance, and public order up. That's never, ever a bad thing. I could try the Black Ark again. They keep getting taken out so quickly, though. I'm going to give it a shot. I've got the resources for it. I'm going to give it a shot. Because that actually will be very handy around Lustria, because so many of the settlements are on or nearish to the coast. So we'll take another shot at a Black Ark. Unassigned skill points, Erdothane. Super. You can always ask me a question, Adventure Gamer. Don't. So long as it's in good taste, then you can always ask me a question. And I guarantee you I will give you an honest answer. I've no particular reason to lie to my viewers, or indeed anyone. I don't have anything to hide. It's kind of an open book. Right, so what you see is what you get, unfortunately. Erdothane, I would like you to be a little better at the old assassinating stabby. Why don't you be better at that? And Lillian. Ah, yes, Lillian. You're getting there. You're not terrible. Level 18. What do I want you to be doing? We just get you... weapon strength up. There we go. That's never, ever going to be a bad thing. When I saw your stream for the first time, what game were you playing? Either this one or The Sims. Or was it maybe... was that the one where we did Steamcraft? That might have been Steamcraft. That was just kind of a one-off stream on the release day of Steamcraft. So it was one of those 3. Now that you're saying it, it might actually have been Steamcraft, where I recall seeing you pop up. I have 101,000 gold. I should spend that. I bet there's things in Ulthuan I could be building. Speaking of things in Ulthuan that I can be building, how's this army doing down here? How are we doing? Still no global recruitment action there, huh? No? Okay, fine, fair enough. Let's get you some more missile troops. Like 3 more of those. You've got a couple of monsters. How about, you get armor-piercing missiles, which is not a bad thing. You get missiles, and I'm not... armor-piercing missiles. You also get armor-piercing missiles. I just kind of need a beefier front line, though. I guess I'll take a couple of Corsairs. It's not really what I want. I don't have any solid front line here, but we'll make do with what we've got. Didn't get coffee on a part of your body today. Good. Excellent. You know what? Good for you. It's a good thing to not get coffee on. I am drinking coffee right now, and I've also achieved Squig's achievement there. In my mind, a little box popped up that told me I did that achievement. It's decaf, though, so it doesn't really count, because it's getting a little... Well, it's not getting late at all. It's the mid-afternoon, but I usually cut out the caffeine mid-afternoon, because I'm old, and it keeps me up at night, as does sugar, which is very frustrating. Very. Bobcat feels tired. So do I, Bobcat. For me, it's the weather, because it's actually, if you go outside, it's very, very nice out today. It's exceptionally nice out, in fact. However, I'm in a smaller room with the window closed and the door closed and no AC and no screen windows open, like we talked about in The Sims yesterday, because any of that would give me noise on the microphone that I don't really want. So when it comes summertime and the streams are going on, it gets a little bit sweaty in here. I'm not going to lie. Did Randy Pitchford switch my coffee with decaf again for complaining about DNF? I don't know, sir. I do not know. Let's get past Nagaron, because they have like 5 zillion armies around here, and it's going to take them forever to do anything. I will look forward to a nice cool shower when I get done with the stream, though. That'll be good. Then I might have dinner. None of this really matters to anyone but me. Cetra the Imperishable. What can I do for you today? You'd like a non-aggression pact, and you'd like me to pay for it. I like part of this arrangement. Not all of it. The part where I'm paying you I don't like. So let's see if you can not do that. Cool. You're okay with that. I'm not really anywhere near you, Cetra. It's only the Dark Elves, and their front line is... Okay. Let me decipher what's talking. It's only Dark Elves, and their front line is not as tough as Lizards or Dwarves or Beastmen or Chaos Warriors or Wood Elves or Empire, but they are okay. Yeah, they're okay. That's exactly it. They're solid. They're a solid front line. It's not like a Skaven front line, although... Storm Vermin are not nothing. Storm Vermin are not nothing at all. You want 5,000 for a peace treaty? I actually didn't know we were at war with you, sir. I genuinely didn't know that. Why are we at war with you? Did you just randomly declare war with me? Well, alright, you know what? You can have a peace treaty if this whole paying for it thing goes away. No? Okay, that's fine. I'm not paying you for a peace treaty, and certainly not paying you 5,000 for a peace treaty. And Birdbrains wants a Flak 88. Sounds like a sort of early 90s rap band. Flak 88. I could see them on Yo MTV Raps or something. Barrow Legion, who are having a fantastic game, apparently did nothing at all. Okay, cool. I enjoyed that. Oh, wait. Clan Scryers? Oh, yeah, we're at war with Clan Scryer. No, we are at war with Clan Scryer. You're right, game. We stupidly went to war with the nuclear rats, and they dropped a bomb on us. Thankfully, they only targeted one unit, which was very, very silly of them. Recruiter. Kagarosh. Okay. And Yastra did a thing. Cool. Things to do. Ulthuan. Let me go check in on Ulthuan and see what's going on down here. I'd like to get that army that's training in Lothar and doing, well, anything at all at this point. How's Gainvale doing? Seems like Gainvale wants me to build a bunch of stuff, and I would be broadly okay with that. Where do you get... Doodly-doodly... Blackguard. Okay. In the Dreadmance. Fantastic. Well, give me one of those to begin, and give me super walls. Yeah, I've got plenty of money. This is not a problem. What's your little special magical thing? The Vandalized Court of the Everqueen. Good public order boost. And I kind of need some public order here. And it gives me a dragon and a war hydra in my garrison. You know what? Worth it just for that. That was a ton of money, though. Ooh, I just spent some money there. And I'm only pulling in 12,000 a turn now. Only pulling in. Astonishing that the followers of Nagash are still there. Usually they're wiped off the map pretty quickly. Yeah. I don't think we've even... I can't remember if we... Were they the same undead Egyptians that we wiped out in the north? I don't remember. Which days do I stream? Right now, Fridays and Saturdays. Saturday is locked in. Saturday is hard-coded, always Saturday at 4, unless there is some sort of life emergency that I need to deal with, or a life non-emergency that I need to deal with. Saturday at 4 is always locked in. The Friday one, and what I've said is it's every Friday at 3, except when it isn't. Because Friday, I might get called into work, I might have to do another thing. So yeah, Fridays and Saturdays generally. You censored my comment fast, you are good. I didn't censor anything you did. I absolutely didn't, Squig. Unless it's way, way up here. Nope, I don't see anything that you put up that YouTube flagged for me. Anything you've put up is gone through just fine, so I did not censor anything of yours. Did you maybe delete it by accident? I don't know. Anyway, Not like me, I had to look up how to write censored. Okay, got it. Followers of Nagash is the faction that's actually on good terms with the vampires, unlike the other Tomb Kings. Oh, those guys. And Birdbrains is right. Sometimes this is a surprise stream. I'm not married to this idea. I'm kind of kicking around the idea of doing something on the 4th of July, like we did with Labor Day last year, for those Americans who do Labor Day. I don't expect anyone outside of the U.S. to know what Labor Day is, but people outside of the U.S. do know what the 4th of July is often. Lothern. What are you about to finish doing? Hero Recruitment Sorceress. That's delightful, but not really what I need. What I need is a front line, and I'm not sure where I've got that. Not there, that's for sure. Cold One Dread Knights don't do me a lick of good. I mean, they do. They're fine. Ah, we're working down this path. Got it. So yes, get over there. That's going to take you 5 turns. That's a long time. That's a very long time. Now, you didn't say DLC. I don't get that one, Squig. I'm not quite sure what that means at all. Time to stop using caps lock. Oh, well, it's Brightburn. What are we going to do? What can we possibly do? It's just unfortunate that his name is that short these days. It's usually about 4 or 5 words long. Oh, hi. Who are you? You're Karen. You're apparently just some random Chaos Warriors. Okay. You're mostly bugging the Shrine of Asurian, but I can't imagine Angariel's feeling pretty good about this. What are we about to build there? That's still that Dark Tower. Shoozy, what's it? I really want the Shrine of Asurian. Yeah, that one I'm going to hide, Squig. So that one got flagged to me, yes. Do try to keep it PG-13, Squig, please. For the UK, the 4th of July is the day they finally got rid of New Jersey, and everybody was happy. Well, except us. But, you know, the UK were happy. So, Kagarosh, I would like... Maybe no, I'm not going to put up a Dread Spears. We can't go with Tier 1 infantry over here. Maybe we just do... Oh, I guess a couple of more Corsairs will not get the job done, but they've got good armor. They do have good armor on them. There's nothing wrong with their armor. So we'll take those guys. I'll take... Maybe... I'm good on monsters. Monsters I'm fine on. Maybe I'll take one more Dark Shard. And... what do I want? How about just some regular cavalry? What's better here? You get... you've got shields. Okay, I'll take you. Good. Where does that get up to you? 18 out of 20? There we go. So yeah, I'm kind of bouncing around the idea of a 4th of July stream. I did a construction game for Labor Day. I was kind of thinking maybe Total War Empire for 4th of July, because, you know, it's all about the War of Independence and all that. But I'm not married to the idea. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I may fully just sit on my butt and do nothing for the entirety of the 4th of July. I'm not married to the idea one way or the other. So just a thought I'm kind of kicking around in my head, basically. You are still here, so you can just keep... Oh, you've got someone new to assassinate. Good, do that. You failed. That's okay. It's all experience for you, sir. It's all experience. Hero not moved, Narian. Yeah, I need you to embed in here. Thank you. Now, all of that being done, how's your army doing? Your army's done. Cool. Why don't you come out of that city, and I would like you to get over to here. No, don't go that way, you moron. You idiot. Actually, maybe you do go that way. No, I really don't want you to go that way. Find a beach, get in the water. It's not that hard, even though you are technically suffering attrition at this point, because I believe you're in a reef. Hey, Jess is here. Welcome, Jess. Welcome. You haven't missed much. We've fought a couple of fights, but nothing really to write home about. What do you keep wanting me to build in Arnheim? You keep wanting me to build the Court of the Dark Prince. Okay, fine. Just do it. Just stop flagging me that I have something to build there. It's very annoying. Settlement upgrade. Whom? Oh, up in here. Okay, the lands we've been taking for the past few episodes. Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff down here. Give me that. Give me that. Now, here's where I'll spend some money. Give me one of them. Give me... not that. but you could give me... What do I want here? What's your special thing? Slave traders' palaces. Ooh. Well, if I'm going to get that, I should get some economic stuff working here. You do definitely need some public order, and we are working on that. That's cool. You could take... Sure, take the slave pens. That'll kind of sync up nicely with that special building. So that's fast and good censorship. Got it. Okay, so you're saying my internal censorship was very fast. Camo Gaming's back. Welcome. Welcome. So got it, Squig. So you're saying my personal internal censoring words coming out of my mouth thing is good. Oh, well, yeah, actually. I've spent 2 years practicing it, so I hope it's good. I hope I don't let stuff slip out. Sometimes I occasionally want to, but then we don't. Gutter Fighter. No. Weapon Strength up. That's the guy I'm looking for. There you go. Flat out weapon strength up. I will take that. Thank you very much. Yeah, no worries, Squig. No worries. We just kind of keep it low-key on the language here. No reason to be... and, the reason I do this, I just don't want to alienate people. Well, 2 reasons. Actually, there's several reasons. I don't want to alienate people, for one. I don't want people to tune in and go, oh, this is just one of those channels where they just swear all the time, and I'm not going to watch that. I do want... as wide a net. I want to cast as wide a net as I can. Second reason is I don't watch those kinds of channels. That's not something that's attractive to me. The second I start watching a new channel and it's just F-bomb after F-bomb, in the first 15 seconds there's 7 F-bombs, I'm out. I'm totally out. I can't even. You're in Ireland today, so that's why you're late. Oh, well, congratulations for being in Ireland. That's a very nice place to be. Birdbrains will tell you that. They don't have screen windows, so there's tons of bugs in their houses, but the overall environment is nice. 80% and just visiting. So yeah, the other reason is just on a personal level, I think it's a crutch. I think if you have to insert an F-bomb as a comma, which is what most people are doing, they're just, it's blah, 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 F-bomb, blah, F-bomb, blah, 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 F-bomb, and it's just a crutch. It's a comma, it's like saying it's just a pause, and they can't think of anything else to put there. I think there's more creative things to say. I think you need to expand the use of the English language because it's a great language and there's lots of neat words in it, and that's not the only one that exists. So those are my reasons, Squig. That was as usual an extremely long-winded way of answering your question, which is that's why I keep the channel chill on the language. That's why I don't allow adult language in here, and those are my reasons for doing it. There's no need of it. There's no need of it. We have more interesting things we can say. I have a really intelligent chat shows up here. We have interesting things that we can say without just swearing at each other. Germans lost here. What exactly is an F-bomb? Okay. How do we... Oh, interesting. So here's, speaking of intelligent chat, how do we explain to Hawk what an F-bomb is without actually saying it? That's the open question now. It would be pretty much the definitive curse, which what everyone thinks is a curse word, that's the one we're thinking of. So I don't it's like that game where you have to guess the word without actually saying the word. Yeah, what Camo is saying basically, but it's not going to be the same word in German. That's the problem. Yeah, and Jess kind of nailed it too. Oh, Hawk's got it. Hawk's up to speed. Okay, yeah. Or any similar language, frankly, Hawk. It's just, as I say, it's a crutch. There's more interesting words to use in the English language, and we're better than that, frankly. We're totally better than that. So, and I mean, we, like, the people, the viewers that I like to attract, like you guys are in chat right now, we are better than that. I have smart people here. We can all use the English language in a creative and interesting way, and we can say those kinds of things without having to resort to those words. So, that. Very long-winded way of saying that, but very, very long-winded way. Nagaron, yeah, we've seen a lot of you recently, and you are super powerful, and I'm kind of threatened by you. That's why I'm not ticking you off. Though that is exactly why I want to speed through your turn, because I basically fear my own son in this game, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Nagaron, if you wanted to take a poke at the nuclear rats, speaking of your strength, I'm okay with that. Jez Youngblood, welcome. Welcome. Well, and we Germans swear a lot more than Americans or Brits. Yes, but we don't know what you're saying, Hawk. The thing with German, when we hear it, if we don't speak German, which I don't, I can be, formally polite in German. I can basically be polite to people in German. I can do like yes and no, please and thank you, and do you speak English? That's pretty much the only things I can say in German. I'm going to tell you honestly, Hawk, everything that is said in German sounds like we're being sworn at. It all sounds like curse words. German is, to a non-German speaker, sounds wicked angry. So when German people say things, we just assume you're swearing at us. And according to you, apparently we might be right. We might actually be right about it. Who's gone for a second, came back, you're saying, and that's my reason why I don't use bad words. Okay, the very brief version, Squig, is... I don't want to alienate viewers. I don't like those channels myself, and we're frankly better than that. We can think of better words to say than that. So that's the very brief version of what you just missed. You're down to 350 for a military alliance. That's actually not terrible, King Itabom. You know what? I'm not even going to fuss with you. I will actually just go ahead and pay that. I wouldn't mind having an ally in that neck of the woods. I will pay that. That's chump change. I will totally pay that. So, yeah, Hawk, everything you say to us sounds like you're swearing at us. It just sounds angry and mean, and we're very, very sorry that we spoke up. German does not sound aggressive at all. No, it really is, Hawk. I'm gonna tell you, it really is. I've been to peacetime Germany, and even when people are being super polite, it's just sort of, oh, okay. Wait, you're being polite. You're being polite. I think you may have an inherent bias there because it is your national language and is your native language. I'm sure there are conceptions, and I know there are preconceptions, that Americans are extremely loud and boisterous and we're always yelling and just we're way too up. We don't think we are, but you all think we are, so we probably are. That is probably how our accent and our language comes out. So, yeah, see, whatever Squig said sounds angry. Whatever Squig said sounds, you all sound like one big Rammstein album, is what I'm saying. So, when we go over to other countries, I'm sure, Bird Brains in Ireland's going, oh no, the Americans are here. Nobody's going to get a word in edgeways. They all sound loud. I bet the preconception is we all sound kind of stupid. I would bet that's the preconception about American use of the English language. We all kind of sound a little bit down home hillbilly, and indeed we do. So there's that. Black Council is called. Right. What's my good one? Reward the loyal lord. Yep. And bonus XP for Ravenna. Yep. I will take that. Thank you. Torture them to death. Public order +2. Yeah, why would I not want that? Okay, cool. Great. Everyone's happy. Super. And other things happened. Yes. Americans are loud. No one else speaks with 150 decibel and think that's normal. See, we're really not, though. We're really not. I don't think I'm excessively loud for an American. Although I have to qualify that, some of my life was spent in Great Britain where they're excessively quiet. And the quieter they get, the angrier they are at you. That's how you know you've really ticked off an Englishman, is when they get really quiet. Then you're in big, big trouble. And the second they pull out the word sunshine, run. If they call you sunshine, run away because you're about to get a beating. Totally about to get a beating. English is basically German. Yes and no. It is German, and the Romance language is basically Latin. And the languages that sprung from that, and a bunch of other mutt languages. We're a mutt language. We just took from everybody on the planet and said, this is our language now. So I am Guitar for America. There we go, Chemo Gaming. Oh, Eleanor, welcome back. What could we do with you today? Why don't we have you replenishing troops? That's never a bad thing. That's always a good move. That's always a good move. So hero not moved. Once again, it's Sabioth. I guess just keep bumming around down here, Sabioth. We'll see what's kicking around this neck of the woods. Apart from Khemri. And the other hero would be Argyle. Yeah, I guess I'll just have you hanging out, getting experience. Actually, why don't you just go on a little bit of a trip, see what's around the corner here. This is definitely an area of the map that I'm not as familiar with as I might like to be. I think I've only done one campaign that starts down here. Hawk, remind me, does Kroq-Gar start down here? I feel that he does. Or is it Queek Headtaker? One of those two, I think, starts down here. I just can't remember which one. I want to say it's Kroq-Gar. Okay, you finally figured out how to get off the beach. Good. If I send you to, say, here, you're going to take an actually sensible route to do it. Super. Vast majority of the language is based on Old Saxon, which is the exact same language as Old Low German. Yes, but obviously I think you'd clearly accept the fact that much of our language is borrowed from Latin. And then, the Romance languages that came after that. Talking to someone in person, you know where I can get some Irish whiskey and gunnies? In my head, oh god, they're American. I'm sure you all do that, Bird Brains. I'm sure every country we go to, the second we walk in the door, they're just like, oh god, the Americans are here. The best we can try to do is try to pretend we're Canadian, because everyone loves the Canadians. A Metallica fan, and Metallica comes from your country, you sound like James Hetfield. All right. Excellent. Kroq-Gar. Yeah, I thought it was Kroq-Gar. I couldn't remember if it was Kroq-Gar or Queek Headtaker, but I kind of remember where Queek Headtaker starts. Queen Khalida, the Tomb Queen. Yeah, that's who I was up against as Kroq-Gar. I did a very, very brief Kroq-Gar campaign. I just can't get into the lizards. I want to, but just so many of their units I don't like, and there's so few of their units that I do like. Helenor, remind me why you're in Qatar. Oh, you got assassinated, right. Well, just link up here. That's the guy I was looking for. Velatroth. Right, we took Qatar last time. I remember now, and we're not replenishing very quickly, are we? Are we, Velatroth? No, we're not. I'd love to take Karagorant. At least that's only unpleasant climate, not uninhabitable. I was kind of thinking of Qatar as our foothold here, but boy, it is slow to build in inhospitable terrain. It is super slow. What's your special thing? It's of special importance to the Tomb Kings. Okay, and may provide a unique building chain. What is your unique building chain? What do you think I get here? Not Black Roads. That's not unique. Huh. May provide a unique building chain. Maybe it doesn't. Well, whatever. That's all fine. HZ Creations, play Tavern Tycoon. I know, man. It can't be Tavern Tycoon every day, man. You know that, right? This has been and always will be a variety gaming channel. I will always do different games, and at some point, Tavern Tycoon will come to an end. I hope I don't lose you as a viewer, but at some point, there won't be Tavern Tycoon. Excuse me while I cough. I know you love Tavern Tycoon, man. Everybody loves Tavern Tycoon, apparently. I really didn't anticipate the response to that. I was just picking it up again to see what might be new in 1.0, and it just turned into a bit of a juggernaut right now. It just got a little ridiculous on the old Tavern Tycoon, but I'm very glad you're enjoying it. I try to put it out as often as I can, but it can't be every day. You know that. You know that, man. What happened? Not much, actually. We just kind of bounced around. And then I remembered that I took a settlement last week that I totally forgot that I took. So now I know where it is. I knew there was a reason I was down there. Ravenna. Yeah, you got a little bonus XP, didn't you? Ooh, you're not very good at things, Ravenna. Let's get Occam's Mind Razors. This one affects allies in range. Okay, and what is the range? 40 meters. It's pretty good range. Okay, I'm going to take that. Thank you. I'm going to take that. I know Camo Gaming, Tavern Tycoon is a bit of a juggernaut. I totally hear it. I try to put it out as often as I can, but there's always going to be variety. There will always be variety. Well, I live streamed Tavern Tycoon. I didn't have a plan for it. I didn't have a specific plan for it. Who doesn't know Enter Sandman? The one where they got shafted at the Emmys. Everyone remembers that. Do you have a place of art in your Discord? Not per se, but you could throw it up. Well, you can find a home for it. It's not a massive Discord in terms of there's tons and tons of channels in it, but I'm sure you could find a home for it, Squig. If it's specific to a game, we have several channels that are specific to games, like a Warhammer channel and a XCOM channel and that kind of thing. So, you use your best judgment, basically. You use your best judgment. Where did that army go that lived in Skeggy? Because I can't help noticing they're not here anymore. And that unnerves me. How's Skeggy's garrison looking? Really terrible. Where did their army go? Are they fleeing? They can't be backing off, right? They can't. It's the same garrison as the last one. I'm going to auto-resolve this one because it's exactly the same garrison. We literally just saw this fight. This is exactly the fight that we did earlier. So, that. Yeah, except for in the Random Facts with Bird Brains channel, because that's pretty much all Bird Brains all the time. And a bit of Bobcat. Loot and occupy that, thank you. An Elf Servant again. I think that's number 47, 48 maybe, somewhere around there. So yes, Chemo Gaming and HC Creations, the Tavern Tycoon's not going anywhere in the near future, but there are other games on the channel. I hope you guys find other stuff to watch. I hope, I always, you know, I hope you're not just there for Tavern Tycoon and someday Tavern Tycoon is going to end and you're like, to heck with this Dave guy, we're out of here if he's not playing Tavern Tycoon. I hope that's not the case. I mean, I would understand you tuned in for a specific game and we're playing it. So it's not going anywhere in the near future. Don't worry about that. It's not like it's going to end tomorrow. There's plenty more Tavern Tycoon to come. Will there be a Cube VR video soon? Yes, and I'll tell you when. I have a bonus day off next week. So because of 4th of July, I have a bonus day off. I wanted to dedicate part of next week to actually just recording a bunch of VR games all at once, including Cube VR. The reason I don't do like regular VR is it's kind of a pain in the neck to set up. It's a big production to set it up. It's not that big a production, but it's kind of a big production. I'm unplugging stuff, I'm plugging stuff in, I'm getting all the settings. I have to rework all the settings when I record it. It's very different settings from how I do so. It's like, so if I were recording Warhammer, I could just hit a button and it'd be recording. Done. One button. Done. To do VR, it's a lot more of a setup, so I try to record a bunch of them at once and kind of stockpile them. That will be happening next week. There's VR game that I got a key for that I want to try out. There's a couple of ones that I've been sitting on that I would like to show off on the channel, just as one-offs, and I'd like to do another Cube VR. So hopefully that answers your question. When will I play another Brick in the Mall? I did the stream. I know you had asked me for the link. I did the stream. I don't have any plans to play it right now, unless there was some, I don't know, big update to it, like what happened with Tavern Tycoon. You know, there's the 1.0 update, and I'm like, okay, that's a good time to put that back on the channel. But, you know, another Brick in the Wall, to my knowledge, has not had any massive updates, although I haven't checked in a while. Might check that out. Ravenna. Oh, you got another skill point. Well, goodness, aren't you awesome now? So, Pit of Shades. Oh, I like Pit of Shades. That's a good one. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get Pit of Shades. Let's shade some pits over here. So, all right, we've got 3 out of 4. We've got 3 out of 4 here. Now we just have to take out Hexadal. And we've got 3 armies in the vicinity. And I can complete the set here. Can you just skate into Ziggurat of Dawn? Yes, you can, Fascia. So this army is totally untested. But that's okay. And speaking of which, Fascia, have I kitted you out? No, I have not kitted you out at all. Have some Armor of Destiny. Have, oh, right, Righteous Wrath. That would be perfect for a Sword and Shield Warlord. Oh, that would be very, very good. Although, Masamun's Pride, that's plus 75 armor-piercing damage. 75 armor-piercing damage. I gave you the link, HC. I think you'd asked me in the channel, you'd asked me in the comments, and I had put up a link for that. It's down in the live streams. If you're on the channel page, there's a whole section of live streams down below, and it's right down there. I can't really set up a link in chat right now. It's a lot of moving pieces to do that. Did you know with Bobcat, the U.S. Special Forces train, they use a number of scenarios which divide the country up into a number of fictitious countries. The most well-known of these is Pineland. Pineland, you say. Do I live in Pineland? Link of Brick in the Wall. Link, please. Just want to check your creativity. Yeah, I can't really set that up immediately. I mean, I probably could, but that's a lot of moving pieces. If I have time to kind of peel away to my other monitor, I will do that. But it's right on the channel page, man. It's right down in the channel page in the live stream section. Yeah, I'm going to go with the armor-piercing thing too, Hawk. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I mean, plus 75 armor-piercing damage, that's going to effectively negate almost everybody's armor. That's pretty much it. So any front line is going to have probably a max armor of 90. Anyway, long story short, that's going to negate armor when I charge him or her, I'm not actually sure, into the front line. It's a little androgynous in the character picture here. Have that, because why not? And have... do you need standard die? It's not terrible. What's Potion of Strength? Oh, that's even more armor-piercing damage. That could be insane armor-piercing damage. Will you play every game I've ever loved and send me the link by carrier pigeon? Yes, I will, Jess. But just for you. Shouting Stone! Oh, welcome, dude. I'm so glad you caught up a Warhammer stream. Welcome. Welcome. How are the dwarves doing for you, Shouting Stone? I hope they're doing well. It sounded like you were having a pretty good game the last time we talked. Yeah, no, well, you know the life we're doing here, Jess. You know what this is. Please play everything I've ever asked you to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. The random fact with bird brains, the Falcon 9 isn't the first rocket to land under its own thrust. I did not know that it was, but I'll take your word for it. It's the first orbital class rocket to land on its own power. Brass horn as enchanted item is what Hawk is saying. Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying there, but... I mean, this is even more... Oh, I'm sorry, No, wait, that's exactly what it was. Potion of Strength is even more armor-piercing damage. And, dude, it's plus 40% weapon damage. Combo that with Masamun's Pride, and we're just going to wreck everything that moves. I respect your opinion, Hawk, but I've got to go with Potion of Strength on that. That's just like giving this guy a bomb. So, yeah, 25% larger leadership area is good. No, I'm not denying it's not. But if this is going to be a frontline fighter, if this is someone I'm going to charge into combat, then the Potion of Strength combo with Masamun's Pride is just going to be stupid. I don't even know how to calculate the armor piercing damage on that, but it's going to be very, very high. Very, 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 very high. So I'm gonna roll with that. I see what you're saying about the leadership aura. Nothing wrong with that, but this is going to be this is someone I'm specifically going to send to kill other leaders. And they're going to be armored up, and she's going to be in a lot of one-on-one combat, or he, I don't know. And then aggressive, her trait is more weapon strength and a charge bonus. This person, Fascia, is kitted out to go one-on-one with other generals. Just 100% one-on-one with other generals is how this is going to go down. Or take out an infantry unit or something like that. While you're doing all that, why don't you, wherever you are, have some more public order, because that's never, ever a bad thing. Have one of my zillion elf servants. I've got tons of them. Have, what else have I got kicking around? Income from trade, income from all buildings. That's better. And, well, you know what? I've got the slots for it. Why don't you have some magic resistance? And have some more income from trade. Anything that would be a little more fighty. Oh, hang on. No, that's a banner, and it's already tagged to Nightshade. Fine. That's a good kit out for you, I think. I think that's a fair kit out. I wanted to let you know... Made you a character from XCOM 2, and unfortunately you died on a mission today. You're saying that like it wasn't deliberate. Did you put me in the line of fire and then forget about me as a revenge thing? Because I would understand if you did. I would totally understand if you did. There were poor command decisions made. Poor command decisions is all I'm saying. Damaged building in Skeggy, repair that. How's the old, I have spent a ton of money building stuff, so that surplus is not as much as I might like it to be. Right. 3 full stack armies, basically, kicking around here. Hexodal, tough nut to crack. It's going to have crazy walls. It's going to have a level 5. I can't really leave Skeggy right now because there's no garrison for a start. There's 0 garrison here. And where are we at with my new army down here? Because if okay, here's my thought. If Nagaron wants to settle the business in Ulthuan, I'm okay with that. If they want to deal with the Red Duke and the nuclear rats, I'm broadly okay with that. I would love to have all of Ulthuan. Somehow your alter ego forgot to wear his armor. Yeah, it just sounds about something I do. Yeah, that's... I mean, Hawk, how long have you been watching me, man? That sounds exactly like something I do. Did I do it intentionally? No. Was it a poor command decision? Yes. Fair enough. I skulljacked an officer. Okay. It'd been a while since I played. Forgot I hadn't done that in a while. So, Codex. How could you forget about the Codex, Jess? You know that. I think you told me that. I think when I was doing XCOM 2 blind, you're like, you never gave me any spoilers, but I think you did put something to the effect of, be careful when you skulljack an officer, 'cause reasons. How could you forget oh, you're better than that, Jess. You are a way better XCOM player than that to forget about the Codex. I was actually planning a new XCOM 2 run privately, and I'll probably forget about the Codex. And then I'll come back and laugh about it with you. Go, yeah, I guess who else forgot about the Codex? I hate Codexes. Fussy little things. Do I want to end the turn? Short answer, yes. Long answer, if Nagaron wants to take the rest of Ulthuan, and I could maybe just snag the Shrine of Assyrian while they were doing it. How's this army doing? You know what? I'm going to take you guys out on a test run. Why don't you just go kick this guy in the face? There's like 3 of him. Just go kick him in the face. It'll be some quick XP for you. Is this even worth fighting? Yes. Because why not? I guess you had been away from your file for a long time. Remember it would show up, I forgot, that you hadn't skulljacked anyone. Okay, that's a little more fair. That's a little more fair. Like, oh wait, I already did that. Or I hadn't done that, rather. I forgot I hadn't done that yet. Yeah, you kind of forget how many people you shove an electronic device into the base of their skull. I know I forget all the time. It's like daily. 3-4 times a day, just shoving a huge electronic device into the base of someone's skull and sucking their memories out of it. Yeah, I can see how you'd forget that. I can totally see how you'd forget that. That's fine. Yeah, and say I come back to games like, wait, what did I do the last time I was here? I do it with this. Heck, I do it with this. Like, what did we do last week? Because I don't generally watch these when I'm done with them. I do a little bit sometimes. Like, that day, I'll kind of just revisit it a little bit. Just kind of see how the chat was going and see what we were talking about. See if there's any clips I want to pull out for, like, little, I don't know, anything at all. I don't really have a further thought to that. But yeah, I kind of think about little clips I could pull out for later use, but mostly I don't. Mostly I just kind of, stop the stream and then go do real world things. My bolt throwers right here, and let's set you to infantry. Oh yes, and PS, not that it's really going to matter, but don't be on skirmish mode. And then, oh right, I've got a dragon. We may as well take the dragon out for a test drive. Okay, start that battle. And let's get the dragon in on some action. Start flying this way. What have you got? Noxious breath. Sure, we'll do that on somebody. I can't see why we wouldn't. I bought the dragon. I may as well use it. Cost me a pretty penny. Dragons ain't cheap. Oh, they do look cool, though. They do look wonderful. Is there someone riding it? No, it is just the dragon. He's just got wicked cool horns. Oh, I love this. This is such a gorgeous game. This is such an amazingly gorgeous game. Having said that, why don't you breathe toxic gas on these people, please? While you've got nothing better to be doing, just go ahead and do that. I don't actually know that I triggered that correctly. There we go. Oh, never mind. The bolt throwers showed up, and the toxic gas showed up. Okay, peel out, because you're actually kind of flimsy for a dragon. In terms of, being a dragon, you're not as tanky as some people might like you to be, like me. And it's another 45 seconds so you can breathe fire on them. Or fire, toxic gas, poison, whatever it is you're doing. Let's play with my cavalry. I gotta get better at cavalry with Three Kingdoms, because Three Kingdoms is so cavalry-based. Yeah, go... Well, no, don't charge those guys. Charge up there. These guys are about to get dead. Yeah, they're dead now. They're all dead. Yep, they're 100% dead. Are we in slow-mo mode? Why is my cavalry moving that slowly? That's probably because they're moving uphill. Probably because they're moving uphill. That would be my guess. And Kagarosh, why don't you go smash... What's your little thing here? Pearl of Infinite Bleakness. Oh. Yeah, well, don't do that. Go smash their leader. And you charge into their axes... That should shake them up a little bit. This is a silly little battle, frankly. And you should be ready for some more toxic gas. Go do that. Where did I put Kagarosh? Oh, I forgot to actually put him on the front line. Okay, that's fine. Just face off against a Charybdis, then. That'll be totally okay. Oh, yeah, see, there's the problem. I forget about my cavalry. And then they die. Most buildings with electronic entry systems have requests to exit sensors on the inside. The sensor can often be tricked into opening the door for a person on the outside. This is why cavalry is not my strong point, because I kind of fire and forget. And then they're getting killed over here, and I've totally forgot that I put them over there. Well, that was a silly little battle. But there it is. It's a good run out for that army. End that battle. And what do we need to do after that? 1 hello, 2 I am here, and Nook said hi several times. But then redacted it, apparently. I'm not sure. I see a lot of redacted here. I don't know why. Is it a secret government operation? Please say yes. So I don't think... Are these guys going to go away now, too? I should have probably chased them down a little bit more. But go ahead and take whatever replenishment you need. We only lost 23 people. Not even sure how we lost 23 people. Oh, it was my cavalry that I stopped paying attention to. That's exactly where they were. That's exactly the only people that I lost. But yeah, enslave those guys. Are they still here? Yeah, that army is still here. I don't suppose you'd like to go and take the Shrine of Assyrian, would you? Oh, and a Sword of Striking. That's a fairly decent sword, actually. That's not bad at all. If you'd like to take the Shrine of Assyrian, I'd like to take it back from you. Could we work that out in some way? Yeah, it's all vampiry over here. Just, move as far away from the vampiries as you can. There we go. Unassigned skill points for Kagarosh, of course. What's sadistic? Ooh, armor-piercing damage plus 12, amongst other things. Wow, you're... Oh, you need so many things. Why don't you be... no, and no. I actually get to take sadistic. I like armor-piercing damage, because then the armor goes away. That's the reason why you auto-resolve such battles to stop them from running away. Yeah, I thought of that kind of after the battle was over. For some reason, mentally, I was like, oh, it's a garrison battle. They'll just go away. I don't know why I thought it was a garrison battle. I just sort of had a mental lapse there of some sort. But yeah, I should have auto-resolved that just to make them go away permanently. That's fine. I mean, they've got nothing left and they're suffering attrition. I would love it if somehow they could muster the forces to take the Shrine of Assyrian, and then I could just walk right in there. But they're probably not. One more check on Lustria. Now that we've got a good wall of sorts going up here, I just can't leave Skeggy alone. And I don't really want to leave the Ziggurat of Dawn alone either. Or actually any of these. They're all level 2. Even with that beefed up garrison, it's still a terrible garrison. Any army could walk right in there. Alright, well, we'll see what happens next turn. Well, you already did, Squig. YouTube didn't flag it at me. I didn't allow that. I didn't allow that or disallow that. YouTube said that word's just fine, so knock yourself out. Curry! Oh my goodness, my favorite Black Ops sniper. How are you doing? We were just talking XCOM. And my poor command decisions. But you made it out alive, and that's really what counts, isn't it? Why exactly can't you leave those settlements? There's no enemy armies. There's no enemy armies right now, Hawk. But I don't trust that. It wouldn't take much for them to get in there, especially if we're going to go siege Hexodal, which we're totally going to do. I can't walk into Hexodal. You said it yourself, actually. You said it yourself. That's a 3-army town. I need 3 armies to break Hexodal. That is a tough nut to crack. So if I'm going to siege it, there's some time, and that's plenty of time for them to pull an army over there and just walk into a level 2 city. No, I didn't forget it's your alt at all, Bird Brains, but you seemed to want me to say hi, so I did. I totally didn't forget that. There will be no enemy armies. There will totally be enemy armies. The lizards aren't stupid. Lizards rarely, if ever, go by ship, but are you going to rule it out? Are you going to gamble on that? Are you going to gamble on the fact that they won't walk right? Because a siege could take a while. They can hold out. And I'm going to have 3 armies tied up there with no ability to spin over if they show up out of nowhere. And they don't have to go by ship. There's plenty of land for them to go by. There's plenty of land. That army was in Skeggy. There was a lizard army, almost probably about 3/4 full stack army in Skeggy that's disappeared. They didn't disappear. They just went south, which means they're in there somewhere. I just can't put eyes on them. And it would probably be I'm going to just guess, probably be no more than 2 turns for them to get to Skeggy or the other place that I'm thinking of. So, yeah, that's my reasoning, Hawk. I just want to beef those towns up a little bit more, and then start moving. I agree, they rarely go by sea, but they don't have to. They have all of Lustria to walk through. You're going to go hunt for a snack. Are you actually hunting? Is your snack alive? Are you hunting in your house or outside? I think we have very important questions we need to know about here, Jess. Very important questions. What are you hunting? Like rabbit or something? You get a hankering for rabbit? Taking the armies out in the open field, conquering more small cities. Wait, I missed a sentence there. You can ignore Hexodal and go for the 2 armies south. I could, and then my experience and impression would be they would very, very quickly raise a large army in Hexodal. Because although I've taken out a lot of their infrastructure, I bet they've got some darn good stuff in Hexodal to build up an army, and then they can march on one of those small towns. Once I take a town, I'd prefer not to lose it, if at all possible, because it's just a pain in the neck to go back and get it. Everything you're saying is absolutely true. I'm just sort of shoring up my defenses before I proceed onwards. That's really my game plan, my broad game plan. It's just to get everything set, rock solid, and then move on. That's kind of how I play Lustria. Is I get an area, I beef it up, and then I move to the next area, etc., etc., etc. That's the way I do Lustria, because it is basically a straight line, more or less. It's basically a straight line. There's that fussy part on the west that is, between the mountain pass, which is fine if you're playing as Skaven, because you can just under-travel there, or whatever you call it. But for other armies, that place is a pain in the neck. But basically, Lustria is a straight line. Lizards are also at war with the Vampire Coast, so they can't totally focus on you. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. And I should check in with them. We should definitely... An ambusher. Where? Okay, I don't care. Actually, I do kind of care about you. Assault garrison failure, that's fine. Yeah, all things have all the things have happened, game. Yes, more things. Deviant Flautist, that is the greatest name for a follower. Elf Servants, number 43, 49, 115, I don't even know anymore. Why are you telling me about down here? Oh, because we're allies. Right. Okay, so you did feel the need to tell me that. I kind of need to get out of Qatar. Qatar is not working out for me, but we're not replenished. It's so slow to replenish in uninhabitable climate. So slow. Let's go back to... What do I want to go back to? I think we could look at taking this army up in this direction. Lothern's solid. Nobody's breaking into Lothern right now. Watch somebody go break into Lothern. I'm just going to let that Chaos army do whatever it feels it needs to do. It has no effective fighting force at this point. So I'm going to bring Kagarosh up here as a support unit while we figure out what's going on. And who's... Really, the only question is, who's going to deal with what? Is Nagaron going to do this? Am I going to do this? Is the Red Duke back? Richmond Gorst, apparently. Your army is fully replenished. Still no luck on the whole global recruiting. No, but it looks like I've got... Okay, I have 1 regiment of renown. I may as well grab it just for the warm bodies. No reason not to. And Alicia has things to build. Super. Start building some better garrisons. Go ahead and do that. Right. Diplomacy. Let's get all diplomatic on people. Nagarond. Any chance you'd like to confederate? What is your rank right now? 3. Okay, you're technically just slightly weaker than me, but not by much. I don't suppose you'd like to confederate. This is such a shot in the dark. How about... You're not going to go for it, but how about if I gave you some money? Because I have a ton of it. I have, like, lots of money. You can have a lot of money from me if you'd like. You can have 12,500 gold. How do you feel about that? Your still chances are low. Yeah, they rejected it. Okay. Kind of thought they would. My reliability is creeping up, though. That's good. That could be what turns the tide here. I think that's really what's holding us back. That and the fact they are very, very, very strong. Unfortunately, there's no other Dark Elves to confederate with. Never leave Chaos armies as long as you aren't allied with them. Yeah, I know, they've been there for ages, I think. I think it's going to be fine. There's no city in Ulthuan that they can break into with that force. Now, it doesn't mean they can't encamp and spawn some more units, but I'm not going to put, in terms of what I'm going to focus my attention on, because I got a lot of moving pieces on the board right now, it's probably not going to be those Chaos troops. They can just sort of sit there. Donut sticks. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Who mentioned donut sticks? Where are donut sticks happening? I don't know. Wherever they are, I'd like to be close to them and touch them. Dwarves, no. Dwarves actually... Why do the dwarves like me? Why do the dwarves like me? Oh, because you hate rats. Okay, and I'm at war with them. Right. Okay, that makes sense. You like my technology. So it's not that you like me per se, you just hate the enemy of my enemy thing is what's going on here. You just hate the people that I also hate. That's fair. That's fair. So fine. I don't think we'll be able to get anything going with you. Do you want to be military allies, old dwarfy pals? Wait, is that even a thing I can do? Oh my god, I can. I could get into an alliance with them. I won't, because I'm not anywhere near them, frankly. It's not worth it. Curried donuts? Why? What donutty things are happening? I feel like you should take notes for this game. I should take notes for this game. This game has taken me... I don't even know how many rerolls to even get a vague handle on it, and binge watching Many a True Nerd 3 times in a row playing it, just to get a vague handle on it. And really, at the end of the game, see, here's the weird thing about Warhammer. At the end of the day, it's a very, very pretty version of rock, paper, scissors. That's all it is. The basic mechanics, it's kind of neat when you think about it. The basic mechanics is just rock, paper, scissors. This beats that beats this. So, and then... expanding on, then you throw all the strategy in. Then it becomes personal strategy in the way you play the game. Welsh cakes. What are Welsh cakes? I really need to know what Welsh cakes are. Are they like donuts? Please say yes, because I'd like to hold them and touch them and tell them that I love them. Bobcat, that must be the one donut that you turned down. Really, Curry? You turned down a curry donut? I bet you'd try it. I bet you'd try it. It doesn't have to be Vindaloo. It doesn't have to be that extreme. I bet you'd try it. You might hate it, but I bet you'd try it. I know this a bit about you and donuts. My whole point here was, right, Hexodal, still have 22 territories. Okay. Where are we at with... Clan Scryer still have 8. Clan Moors is almost out of the game. Except for Khemri, which are the ones that like us. The Tomb Kings are done. Actually, somebody's taken a stab at the Barrow Legion and the Vampire Counts, because I felt like they held more territory than that. Maybe the Dwarves are having a bit of a comeback. Anyway, the whole point of me coming down here was Vampire Coast. So, Vampire Coast, you have 6 territories now. You're kind of on a bit of an upswing. You're coming back into the game, and you really like us. Could we possibly have peace with the Pirates of Sartosa? I'm kind of done with that war. Any chance you guys want peace? No? Okay. I regret going to war with you, frankly. But you also still have a settlement on Ulthuan. We should probably settle that first before we go further than that. What's up, Jess, is we're debating whether Sergeant Curry Pants would in fact try a curry donut. She's saying it's the only donut she would never eat. And I feel that is a lie. I feel she would at least try it. I think she would try it. And again, she's saying, oh, it's Vindaloo. It doesn't have to be Vindaloo. It just says curried, not Vindaloo. You don't have to get all nuts about it. Although I do like a Vindaloo occasionally. Where were we here? Vampire Coast. Trusted friends. You guys love us. You totally 100% love us. Anything else we can do with you? Not really. I don't want to set a war coordination target with you because I don't want you to take a territory that I might want to have, and I want them all. I want all the territories. If the vampires are losing cities, I'd say it's either Chaos or Greenskins. If I had to put money on it, I'd probably say Chaos. They're aggressive. I mean, the Greenskins are aggressive too, but they're aggressive. Okay, Skeggy, you need me to build something. Okay, this kind of comes to my point, Hawk. Now we can... Actually, I'll build up Skeggy first, because you have no extra garrison at all. That's fine. How are people's garrisons looking here? I really don't want to walk away from this place. Especially Skeggy. That's very weak right now, and it's going to be many turns until it's any better. What do you think I want to build over here in Tor Elier? Oh, yeah, I'll take Harganeth Executioners, sure. I'll totally take that, and I'll take some of the horsies. And where are we at with these guys? There's the Chaos Army. They've put some troops back in there. Yeah, you're not wrong, Hawk. I mean, they are trying to rebuild their territory, but Angariel is walled up. Port Elistor is walled up. Even if they put it under siege, I could probably spin an army over there before the siege was broken, and I will get the Harganeths over here. And just for good measure, let's get those maximum walls up on the White Tower of Hoyth. Yeah. Have you ever tried pizza crust in curry? That's why I get curry with my pizza. No, but it sounds pretty good. I could totally see that. Pizza with tandoori chicken on it. What do you... Wow, you guys got a lot going on over there, food-wise. That's a lot happening. There's a lot of parts happening there. Yeah, keep walking down here. I just want to see what lives in this neck of the woods. You're building a lot more garrison than I do. Usually I build a large garrison in the main settlement of each province. Oh, I'm garrison crazy, Hawk. I am all about walling up every single city. There's no reason a city shouldn't have walls. It can have them. It may as well. I am all about maximum garrison because I build large empires and I don't want to keep armies in areas where I don't need to. So I just want to make it was basically exactly what I was saying before, is I like every settlement to be well defended before I start moving on. So yeah, I am a garrison nut, Hawk. Garrisons. And hopefully I pass that lesson on to Shouting Stone, because he seems like he's doing pretty well with the dwarves. And the dwarves constantly get attacked. The dwarves, when you play the dwarves, you have to have good garrisons and walls, because they constantly get attacked. They are surrounded by enemies. Unassigned skill points. Velatroth, good to see you again. I see you're riding a dragon. That seems like a perfectly appropriate thing for you to be doing. Why don't you also be immortal? That seems awesome. You should be immortal. And you should also replenish these bloomin' troops here. You're killing me, Velatroth. Well, you're killing yourself, actually. I just can't get anything going here. I almost should just go over to this area, because I'd probably replenish faster. What's going on in Karagorod? It's only small garrison. They will have walls. There's no reason... You know what? We're going on holiday. Just get out of that area. Oh, whoa. Back it off. They've got an army there. You're not in good enough shape to deal with that. I'm sorry. You're just not, Velatroth. No, you don't have that. Building all the garrison buildings is blocking valuable slots for economy and corruption, anti-corruption buildings. I respectfully disagree. I generally get all the things that I need, even having a garrison in there. I would much rather have the cities protected. It just comes down to that. If I have to sacrifice one slot for... it's to the point, Hawk, where I almost have like a routine of exactly how I build up a province. Because I know, okay, I'm going to have walls in each city, so I know I need to put this building in this one, this building in that one, this building in that one, etc., etc. Excuse me while I cough. What do you want, Krokgar? You want a peace treaty, and you're willing to pay for it. For right now, I'm going to give you a yes on that. I'm going to give you a yes. I kind of want to focus my attention in Lustria, and I'm just going to leave Velatroth down there, first to heal up, and secondly, you know, that can be our launching pad when I do get something, when I want to turn my attention down there. So, I see what you're saying, Hawk. I mean, your point is not invalid. It's a perfectly valid point. It's just how you play the game versus how I play the game. I want maximum protection on my cities. I want to know if somebody's coming in there, they're going to have to put up a damn good fight to do it. I want them to know that I will, if I don't save the city, I will at least massacre their forces. And, you know, really, they won't be an effective fighting force when they've taken the city, and then I can hopefully just march right back in. So I totally see what you're saying about losing a building slot. I don't see it as losing a building slot. I see it as that's what I'm putting in that building slot is defenses. I think defenses are vitally important. Because, you know what, if these other cities had defenses, my enemy cities had defenses, I wouldn't be walking right in, would I? I wouldn't be auto-resolving these. I'd have walls to climb and city sieges to do. Hey, I'd love it if they took the walls out of Hexaudal. That'd be super. I see we have something to build up in Karon Kar. Huh. I kind of have to return my attention over there. That is a relatively new area that we've taken over. The graphics are insane, Curry. It's a gorgeous game. And thankfully, they kept this similar bold graphic look, lots of vibrant colors. They kept that going in Three Kingdoms, which is also a gorgeous game. That's one of the pieces that because I think everyone is on the same page that Three Kingdoms is really all the best bits of the Total War franchise mashed together. And what they definitely took from the Warhammer part of it was the look. Three Kingdoms is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful game to look at, as is Warhammer. And then they added some stuff in too, like a ridiculously, insanely, not complicated, but very, very different campaign and negotiation, and you're buying and selling territories. I wish I could buy territories in this. I wish they could retrofit that mechanic back into the old Total Wars. Next battle, zoom into the units. Oh, yeah, no, I totally will. Hawk, I totally will. Yeah, well, maybe we can find a good little silly battle where I don't have to pay too much attention to it. We can have a really good look at the individual animations. Somebody show up with, like, 3 units I can effectively crush, so I don't even have to bother paying attention to the battle. That's the only sad part is you have to be kind of up in the sky in God view to effectively manage your troops, but you really want to zoom in and see all those individual animations of everyone getting all killy murdered. Oh, you guys are going for the Varg camp? Okay, good for you. Good job, vampires. Well done. I think that was the Dread Fleet up there. Yeah, let's see if we can find a silly battle to do. There's not one here. Those are 2 full-stack armies, and one of them are nuclear bionic rats. Nobody likes the nuclear bionic rats. Except them. They love themselves. Even other rats don't like the nuclear bionic rats. And now I have to look at all of Khemri's nonsense because we're allies now. Dwarves, yes. Greenskins, yes. I should, at some point, I won't do it right now because I just did diplomacy stuff, but we should check the Greenskins, Hawk, and see if they are having a bit of a comeback. That would be something. I would love it if somebody took a bite out of the vampires, because I do have 2 armies heading down in that direction to maybe take a little poke at that bear. I don't like the vampires getting too big for their britches just because of that vampiric corruption. It's just so... That's the hardest part about fighting the vampires, is just getting near them without being dead. That's really the hardest part. Opside. Oh, yeah, right. Clan Scryer's kicking around in here. And suffering attrition, which is good. Nagaron, what's your move here? Are you going to take those 2 territories? Because I'm okay if you do. 100% okay if you do. Troll Skulls, yeah, keep it moving here. Really, that is the #1 downside of this game, is the turn counters. Thankfully, that is so much faster in Three Kingdoms. Turn counters just take forever. On a good computer, the turn counters take forever. When I'm playing this on my laptop, I can go get a sandwich, and I'm not saying that lightly. I can go run errands during turn counters. It's that bad. That's why we have a new PC now, because we couldn't do this on the old one. I can still play it. It just takes longer. Sabioth, hi. Why don't you... Why is that thing glowing? What's going on down here? It's not somebody encamped. It looks like I don't know why that is glowing. I don't know quite what that is. But anyway, just keep going down here. And what's that? The Black Tower? Okay. Cool. Lord Not Moved. Whom? Turn counters get faster the more factions get killed. Yeah, they're still pretty slow, though. They're still pretty slow. I mean, when you play Three Kingdoms, and it's just seconds. Just boom, 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 boom. There, turn's over. It's a pleasure, really. It's an absolute pleasure. You know what, Hawk? I'm actually going to take your advice, and we'll just go finish off that Chaos Army. Just because. Kagarosh can use the experience anyway. It's no bad thing for him to be gaining some experience. Argyle, we made peace with you. Right, that's okay. I'll find someone else to kill. Plenty of people down here to kill. Tons and tons of people to be killing. Don't need to be picking on you right now. I want you to play something out of 4K just so you can scream heresy. Okay. Well, like I was saying to Squig earlier, I did throw a couple of 40k games on my wish list in the Steam sale. I'm not convinced I'm going to get them. I don't want anyone saying, hey, you said you were going to play those games. No, I put them on my wish list, and I may or may not get them because they're deeply discounted. Again, just putting it out there, not that impressed with the sale this year. Not that impressed. I realize part of the problem is any of the AAA ones that I would really want, I already have. There's just not a lot out there that I want because I probably already have it. Yeah, the XCOM franchise is heavily discounted. Super, I already have it. I don't need that. Spiteful Conjuration, remind me, minus 15 armor. It's a hex around me, though. That's pretty good. Oh, it's map wide. Oh, that is good, actually. And it's passive? Okay, I'm not 100% sure I understand that ability. I might look at that again later. Passive ability. All right. And it's constant for minus 15 armor. But it's only 18 seconds, which leads me to believe it's an ability I have to activate. I'm going to take it and just see what it does. I'm not really sure what it does. Okay. I'm just going to have Morathi come down here. Yeah, there we go. Found the army, Hawk. It's in Hexaudal. I found it. They're in Hexaudal. Full stack army of Ral Itchin, whoever he is. Okay, what do you got, guys? Got some croc scores. You have one monster. That's not that bad. Okay, you have only one monster. You have a very high-ranking cavalry unit. Hunting. Oh, they got the salamander hunting packs. Oh, those guys are all kinds of no fun. That is the lizard version of the rattling guns, and they wreck. They absolutely wreck. Active is if casting. Oh, okay. All right. Lord Skrulk has a similar ability, Musk of Fear. So if I cast a spell, that will tick into action. Good. Good, good, good. There'll be no... sorry, I'm just getting caught up here, Hawk. There'll be nothing else but Krokgar down there. Yeah, that's probably very true. Yeah, there are great deals on there, but not on anything I want to buy. And the ones that I might be interested, like, you know, the games where you're like, if that was really deeply discounted, I'd buy it. Like those, I'd never buy that at full price, that AAA game. But if it was heavily discounted, I might buy it. Those, I'm just not seeing a lot of heavy discounts. I expect deep discounts in the Steam Summer Sale, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm seeing like some 20, some 25% off. Well, yeah. That may happen at any time of year, though. Those kind of sales happen all year. Something might go on sale. So I'm just not into it. It's like, okay, there might be some things I pick up. There are a few things that are like very heavily discounted. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll pull the trigger on that one. But like, I actually saved money for this. I put aside money for this, and I'm not spending it. I'm just like, There's some okay stuff, but any AAA stuff is, I pretty much got it. There are a couple of the Total War franchise that I'll pick up. I'll probably get up a couple of Total War ones, just if nothing else for being a bit of a completionist, and they are pretty well discounted. So the Total War series do have some good discounts going in the Steam Summer Sale, except Three Kingdoms because it's brand new. It is discounted, but just not very much. Right. I need to get going with Hawk's plan of just, you know, dogpiling on Hexaudal. Oh, you can actually get really far in March mode over there. How far can you get in March mode? Not that far, but pretty far. Okay, everyone march over here. Everyone get into March mode. Actually, let's just get Morathi to put the place under siege first. That way I can get people even closer if I need to. Wow, computer is saying just with Morathi's army, it's not a complete walkover for them. Yeah, they're expected to win, but it's not a walkover. If I was facing that battle myself in reverse, that I might not auto-resolve that, because that's not a walkover. Let's get some equipment going, obviously. Yeah, I'll take 4 towers. I don't need a battering ram. I have a Hydra, so we don't really need that. Have I seen the game Hellion? I feel that I have. Space survival with base building. Oh, maybe I haven't then. Maybe I haven't. I know. Can you, if you can, you know what? Hang on. I'm just gonna quickly make a mental note to myself in my own Discord about that. Hang on, just one sec. Oh, I'm looking at Jess's picture of me. Then I died. Yay! Good picture though. Good character model. I am going to just make a very, very quick mental note of that Hellion. I know the name. I don't know why I know the name, though. There. Okay. I put a note to myself in the Discord, Bobcat, so I can look at it later. Can I get a second army closer? Yeah, no, I absolutely can. We're going to continue the siege. I can get whomever this person is up in the Ziggurat of Dawn in march stance can get over here. And then I can actually get right next to Morathi, which is good. I don't want this to be one of those weird sandwich fights where my unit, their unit, my unit, their unit show up in that order. You can actually get right next to Morathi. Go ahead and do that. And then you can actually swing in there in the next turn. You'll be close enough to be pulled into the battle. Okay, good. Now, just for argument's sake, what does the game think the ratio is now? Now they think it's even, which is totally fair. We have 2 full stack armies each. Okay, I'm going to wait till I pull in my third army and see what they say about that. Read a fact, I dare you. Can you at least get a second army close enough? Yeah, I just did that. Did I miss a random fact with bird brains? If so, sorry. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Bird brains retracted that message. Apparently I didn't need to know that. Okay, now what? Now what? Unassigned skill points. Nightshade. Right. Right. What do I want you to do? Let's keep your army getting better, especially your missile infantry. Let's do that. And I think for right now, you can just hang out there. Yeah, just hang out there for right now. I'd like Nagaron to do as much of the heavy lifting here as possible. End that turn. Okay. Comfortable with all of that. For the turn counter, you can read stuff from the Discord if you want. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought we were all kind of on the same page with that, which is turn counters are a great time for a random fact with bird brains, or a did you know with Bobcat, or will Sergeant Curry Pants eat a curry donut? And we can debate about that. Because I think she would. I think she'd try it. I totally think... Why do I know Hellion? I really feel that I know Hellion. With 3 armies stacking on them, it's possible they will not come out and fight you. No, I don't think they would. I don't think they would, Hawk. I think just my experience, and I think your experience agrees, when it's that overwhelming odds, they'll just sit there and die. They'll just sit there and slowly starve to death. What I want to see on the next turn is how long that's going to take. Okay, Hawk, can you confirm or deny for me? Oh, they're suing for peace, so they're worried. They don't usually do this, again, in my experience, until they're the turn before they start suffering attrition. So they know they can't win. They're about to start suffering attrition. That's usually when they sue for peace. They've done it immediately this time, so they might be a little bit worried. We're not having peace with you. Let me be clear. Now I've forgotten what my question to Hawk was. Can you confirm or deny, Hawk? Because I feel this is my experience, that how long it takes a city to go into starvation varies from city to city. So I always thought it was like it's 6 turns. But then I've started a siege and it's like 5 or it's 8 or something like that. So do you have an idea of what determines how long it takes for a city to enter attrition and starvation? Which PS is way quicker in Three Kingdoms. You roll in the door and they're starving to death. Unfortunately, they pretty much always come out and attack you when they're about to go into starvation. So I love Three Kingdoms. I just wish I had more time in the day to devote to it. I kind of need to take a vacation just to play Three Kingdoms, because there's so much to keep track of. I can't play it casually. It's not a game I can just sort of idly click through like I kind of can with Warhammer. Far as I know, it depends on how large the city is and how well it's defended. Okay, so like a level 5 city with level 5 walls would probably be able to hold out for a very, very long time, but a level 2 city with no extra garrison would fold like a tissue paper. Okay, that makes a good deal of sense. Adventure Gamer is back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me just see if I can blaze through this turn as best I can. or at least get through Nagarond. Because I'm very interested to see how long it's going to take Hexatl to starve to death. I'm shocked they sued for peace that quickly. That's different. That's not usually how it goes. Because Hexatl, as a nation, is not weak. They've got plenty going on there. Maybe Hawks Point is right, and they're tied up down south with the Vampire Coast. Ooh, interesting. Well, one way or another, it looks like we're going to get Hexatl, which will be nice. That's a fantastic staging point, and I can start to develop some military infrastructure in all those areas. Ooh, good. Right. Invasion of Lustria going better than I thought. When I got War of the Chosen, I took time off work, and I have no shame. I would have no shame with that either, Jess. I encourage that. I would genuinely like to take a week off work just to play Three Kingdoms. I would like to set up videos for the channel for the following week, so I didn't have to record or edit anything, because that chews up more than a little time in the day. I would love to just have everything set up so I could just sort of go off the grid and play Three Kingdoms and some other games that I've been aching to play. Coincidentally, like War of the Chosen. I still haven't gotten into that yet. I played around with the other DLCs, but I haven't been able to, because I'm taking your advice, and your advice was do the other DLCs first, and then go back and do War of the Chosen with everything, do the complete game. You left you were buying a cute cat. Well, that is a very acceptable reason. We have a whole channel in the Discord just for photos of kitty. Mostly my kitty, but other kitties are acceptable. We welcome all kitties so long as they're cute. My kitty is very cute. Not quite as cute as Art's kitty, because Art's kitty does burrito, which is literally the best thing ever. But, yeah, we have a whole channel in the Discord. Shortest I've seen is 4 turns. Longest is 9, with 18 turns until an automatic pin. Dear God, that's like half the game. What turn am I on, by the way? 227. Okay, 18 turns is not that long. Still need to get a new PC so you can play Cyberpunk. Yeah, like we were saying yesterday, I'm holding any judgment on that until, well, at least 2020. I mean, it's not coming out for a year. I'm not going to get wicked excited about that right now. Play War of the Chosen on the stream blind. As blind as possible while knowing the base game. Don't hate that idea. Don't hate. Jess, how do you think that would go? I think we definitely need Jess to chime in on that one. How do you think a blind run of War of the Chosen would go? Knowing that, as you well know, I have a base knowledge of the game itself. I can play XCOM 2 with, a vague degree of competence. War of the Chosen removes the story for the DLCs. Right, and that's what you had said, and that's what I've been doing, is I want to go through the DLC stories and then hit the rewind button and go back and play War of the Chosen. Hero not moved. Sabioth. Is there anyone down here you need to murder? I don't know. See what's going on over here. Pretty much more desert. Yeah, pretty much the desert. Sudenburg. Why? Who put a city here? Anyway, Lord Not Moved. Ravenna. Exactly. Okay. Now, can you possibly, Ravenna, swing around to the other side here? Just in case they do come after us, we'll have everyone where I want them. So all my reinforcements will be coming from the same area. Alright. Hexatl. 7 turns until you start suffering attrition, so really 8. Really 8. Okay. 13 turns until you surrender. What does the game think my chances are with this? It still only gives me a slight advantage. A slight advantage with that. I would respectfully disagree, game. First off, how many bolt throwers do I have now? 2, 4, should have 6. I always have 2 in each army. 6, several monsters. Many monsters occupy these armies. I might respectfully disagree with you, game, because I feel I could soften them up with bolt throwers before we got anywhere near them. I think we could really soften these 2 armies up. I think right now we're going to continue the siege. And I think what we do when we start next week is we walk in the door. I'm not sure how that's going to go graphically. The last time we did a 5-army battle, well, we all saw what happened. It was not a good result. Up to you. If you streamed it, you get more real-time advice. Let's Play would let you experience it before the advice. LP would be more blind for you, up to you what you want. Well, we always do, we've always had a lot of fun doing XCOM streams here, so that was kind of my thought process behind it. It might be nice. Never picked up War of the Chosen, wouldn't mind be shouting at the screen that you're playing it wrong. I'm used to it, man. I'm used to it. Go ahead, start a YouTube gaming channel, and you get used to people telling you you're playing the game wrong. It's kind of what you're signing up for. Towers will deal a lot of damage. Yeah, they will. They will. I feel we could soften them up while marching forward. We could sure soften up their defenses on the walls, but I think that's what we're going to open with next week. I think we open with... We'll probably give them... I'll probably give myself a couple of turns just to build some siege towers, just to get some of the equipment in there, and then we're going to try and break down the door and see how we can do with a huge city battle. A massive city battle. I'm kind of concerned with 5 armies on the field. We're going to crash out again. We're going to have those graphics issues that we had the last time, but I'm willing to give it a shot, because I think it'll be a fun fight. I think it'll be a really fun fight. We've got dragons, we can fly over the walls and mess them up that way. And the one thing the lizards aren't good at, apart from their towers, is range. So I can set my archers up well outside the range of their skinks and just pelt them for days. And I don't think we've done a really good city battle here. So we'll call the stream here. We will call the stream here. And don't worry about mechs. There's plenty of things for me to be slapping onto your body in War of the Chosen, Bird Brains, and XCOM 2 in general. There's plenty of things I can siphon into your body and push in there somehow. Oh, Curry Donut. Excellent. All right. Tell Sergeant Curry Pants that such a thing exists. Guys, I am going to call the stream there. I know I say it, but I really genuinely appreciate you guys coming out. I have so much fun doing this. I look forward to this stream every single week. I can't wait to do it. And next week we'll start with some stupid-ass big battle and see how that goes down. But we're definitely taking Hexodal. We are so taking Hexodal. I'll wait for you, Hawk. I won't start the battle until you come in. I know you'll want to see that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by. I'm going to call the stream there. I'm going to go get some dinner. I am sweating like nobody's business because it's very warm. So I'm going to take a nice cool shower and then relax for the rest of the evening. And I hope you guys do similar things. I hope you have a great night. I will see you all next week. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye.